Okay, guys, here is version 2 of how to log clips. Now, sometimes if we film a volleyball game, we're doing full production, we have the individual cameras. The camera starts recording the beginning of the set and ends at the end of the set. So there's not individual plays, but there's the entire game. We don't want a lot of that stuff. Same thing goes when we're editing a full production. So what I've done is, for this example, as I've said before, you can adjust your layouts depending on what you want. But for this one, I'm going to go for editing. I have grabbed the McNeese State women's basketball game versus UCA from last year to give you an example. Now, you can see that these clips are very long. We are starting at a time code of 0 because of the way we recorded, and this clip is 6 minutes and 16 seconds and 18 frames long. We don't need all that. We're looking for baskets. We're looking for key points. So what we're going to do is we're just going to scrub forward, and we're going to look for highlights. You might have a box score, you might not have a box score, but we're looking for actual highlights. So we're just going to pretend like this is a highlight right here. So first thing we do is set our in point, set our out point, and we'll expand a little bit more. That's our out point. The clip is now at 8 seconds and 25 frames. So we're going to drag it down here. You can see how we made a sequence. So I would say title it McNeese Broadcast. But we're going to go back, and since we're in McNeese State Cowgirls 0010 clip, that's every time we've hit record, we're going to find another clip. This is a Maggie Profit 3-pointer. Then we're going to go here, and this is another basket. This is a 3-pointer by McNeese State. You see how I'm doing this? I'm moving within the 6-minute clip we originally had and making large clips. Now I'm at the end of the clip. That's where we stopped recording or the recorder had to reset. So we're at 10, we go to 11, we start a new clip. There's a highlight. There's a highlight. Oops. There's a highlight. You're going to do this, and most games are going to be between 4 to 8 minutes worth of highlights, depending on how well UCA does and what we're looking for exactly. So, let's say I'm just going to keep on going here. And I'm just going throughout the game and just getting highlights. Your sequence might look something like this. So this is what see how my icon here is something different? If you ever have that, hit the selection tool or hit V key. Now I'm just deleting the dead space. So now I've got a long sequence. Well, I don't want to export this sequence by itself. I'm using this sequence to take the clips that I want. So we have our media ends 240. What we learned in the last tutorial, make a subclip. Making a subclip here, making a subclip here. And I'm not renaming them, I'm just making a subclip. I'm right-clicking, going to subclip, right-clicking, going to subclip. You can see how these subclips are. If you duplicate one, it'll tell you. But you can see in the time, subclip 1 from clip 10, subclip 2 from clip 10, you're making multiple clips from one master record. If you're filming a game while you're by yourself and you have just your camera, if you've recorded for 10 minutes without hitting record, this is how you would find your clips. If you've recorded, for instance, football, where the play happens, quarterback comes to the line, hikes the ball, drops back, throws, completion, tackle, receiver gets up, you want to trim some of the fat. You would do it how we showed you in version 1. This is if you never hit stop record the entire game. Go in, rename your clip. I'm just naming them funny things. You rename them, you export like I showed you earlier. I'll have the settings and the formats. If I can, I will make a custom like I have here. I will make custom settings for you guys, but you just go ahead and you export to your queue. You have your clips opening up now. Make sure your destination, we're going to send them back to the weight room. We're just going to use that as an example. I don't know what happened to my screen. We're going to send it back to the weight room. Click choose. You're set. You hit play. You're done. Makes sense. That's how to do version 2 of exporting clips.